Hey there. So in part one, we played major seventh on the sixth string, yeah. Then we played major seventh on the fifth string, and then major seventh on the fourth string. So in this lesson, in part two, we're gonna play major seventh, and along with the dominant seventh, the minor seventh, the minor seventh flat five, and the diminished seventh. I find this approach to be very effective. So let's take it step by step. The key for chord quality, chords for seventh chords is to take it step by step. So let's do that. So we have major seventh on the sixth string, then dominant seventh, minor seventh flat five, and diminished seventh. Now let's go to the fifth string root. Major seventh, dominant seventh, minor seventh flat five, and diminished seventh. Now let's go to our fourth string root. Major seventh, dominant seventh, minor seventh flat five, diminished seventh. All right, so let's do this for chords in C, A, G, E, and D roots. Okay? So the roots will be C, A, G, E, and D roots. All right, let's do it. All right, so we can get close up here. So let's do it one more time for C, and then we'll go with A, G, E, and D roots on strings 6, 5, and 4. So we have C major seventh, C dominant seventh, C minor seventh, C minor seventh flat five, and diminished seventh. C major seventh, C dominant seventh, C minor seventh, C minor seventh flat five, C diminished seventh, C major seventh, C dominant seventh, C minor seventh, C minor seventh flat five, C diminished seventh, A major seventh, A dominant seventh, A minor seventh, A minor seventh flat five, A diminished seventh, A major seventh, A dominant seventh, A minor seventh, A minor seventh flat five, A diminished seventh, A major seventh, A dominant seventh, A minor seventh, A minor seventh flat five, A diminished seventh, G major seventh, G dominant seventh, G minor seventh, G minor seventh flat five, G diminished seventh, G major seventh, G dominant seventh, G minor seventh, G minor seventh flat five, G diminished seventh, G major seventh, G dominant seventh, D minor seventh, G minor seventh flat five, G diminished seventh, E major seventh, E dominant seventh, E minor seventh, E minor seventh flat five, E diminished seventh, E major seventh, E dominant seventh, E minor seventh, E minor seventh flat five, E diminished seventh, E major seventh, E dominant seventh, E minor seventh, E minor seventh flat five, E diminished seventh, D major seventh, D dominant seventh, D minor seventh, D minor seventh flat five, D diminished seventh, D major seventh, D dominant seventh, D minor seventh, D minor seventh flat five, D diminished seventh, D major seventh, D dominant seventh, D minor seventh, D minor seventh flat five, D diminished seventh. All right, again, if you have a hard time locating the roots, just play the roots by themselves. So we have C, 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 A, and A. G on the 6th, G on the 5th, G on the 4th string, E on the 6th, E on the 5th, E on the 4th string, D on the 6th, D on the 5th, D on the 4th string. All right, guys, so just practice along with me. My advice would be to watch the video all the way through, especially as I lowered the camera and showed only the guitar. Watch it all the way through and then go with it on your own. And yeah, you can find these chords on Google Images, and there may be some books. Yeah, definitely. I would get a major 7th chord method book, or just a simple jazz chord dictionary. If you get a jazz chord dictionary, I recommend the Berklee. Go to Berklee Music, the university in Boston. Berklee Music Jazz Chord Dictionary book. If you get that book, you will have these chords. However, they don't have this cycle of and this approach on how to play these chords. So I think from me, you will get the approach, because I've gone through just the chord dictionary playing the chords, but they're not organized in a manner or a way that's logical, linear, and interesting, or comfortable. So it's like reading and memorizing words in a dictionary. If you don't read books, then yeah, you're not going to know those words in context. So similarly, learning the right approach on how to learn these chords and cycle them in a way that makes sense from the 6th string, the 5th string, and the 4th string roots will definitely set you up for success when you're working on voice leading with a sheet of music. So right along with me, we'll be going to part 3 very soon. Thanks for listening, and please like and subscribe. Okay, thanks.